EA Sports coverage of the National Football League. Find us in the magnificent city of Atlanta. Used to be the terminus of the Western and Atlantic Railroad here. That's why they still sound the train horn. Inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
From the gun, here is Pettis. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Tuli Pelotu in there to bring him down. And that's his first sack of the year. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Pettis. Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down. On 4th down, here comes J.K. Scott to punt. This brought in out past the 20. And it'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. So here come the Chargers. The offense getting set to come out. Led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
You watch the film from last week's game and you come away saying, okay, he's probably one of their best players on the field, but you would never know it after meeting with him. He said, I don't want to talk about my touchdowns. He said, there's just too many plays out there that I'm missing, and then, of course, the costly interception. So they didn't win. He's taking a lot of that responsibility onto himself, and frankly, that's the role of an NFL quarterback, whether you like it or not.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Now Herbert. And this is caught on the sideline. Going to have the 1st down. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe not. They say the feet were out of bounds. Wow. Big, tight call there. For the moment, it'll be 4th down. They do go for it. It's Herbert. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. Going to give the ball over on down.
You know, Mike, I'm all for being aggressive. There are definitely times where you have to go for it on your side of the field. I'm just not sure if at this point in the game, this was one of them.
And he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. Kool-Aid McKinstry up to make the tackle. It is 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Out of a shotgun, it's Penix. Quick throw, taken in, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Go! Pat the 60! Pat the 60!
Back to throw. Here's Penix. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. On for the field goal now. It's Brandon Aubrey. This a 42-yard attempt. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Falcons are out to an early 3-0 lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there? It's always nice as an offense when you can get a lift from special teams, and that was truly a team effort. I mean, you can see it's great blocking that gave him the initial seam, and he took advantage of it. That was really well done.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. On the handoff, it's Hampton. And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up third down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's third down.
We'll try to run for it with Hampton. They'll put him down right at the 20, but they'll also move the sticks. That is a first down picked up.
9 yards.
They'll come up here, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Herbert makes the read, decides to hang on. And he maneuvers his way forward, a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Brings up second and 4.
To throw, it's Herbert. Quick throw here is complete. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal.
First and goal, Chargers.
From the gun, it's Herbert. A big mistake. It was first and goal, and it's intercepted. Past midfield. Still on the move. And he's going to take this back. Away! Touchdown, Falcons! Auburn's good with the extra point. And the Falcons are out to a 10-0 lead.
Chargers, nothing.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. This is Turner. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Chargers offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Hampton. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. That one good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
And the Chargers, first down.
On play action now, Herbert. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down. Give, and here comes Hampton. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, LA.
A gain of 12. First down, Chargers.
Another run here with Hampton. With that, we'll give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a second and 5. Here's Herbert. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Chargers First down.
Pistol here for Herbert. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. 13 yards on the catch there, and the Chargers have the first down.
The 14-yard line.
Shotgun now for Herbert. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown Chargers. That's his first touchdown this year.
Like we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The Falcons offense getting set to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
First down.
Let's go.
On first down, right back to Robinson. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter.
Brings up 3rd down.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. They've got 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. That's going to hit and continue out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. The Chargers offense and Omarion Hampton getting set for their next possession. He's run well here in the first half of the season, as you see there. He's the NFL's rushing leader coming into this weekend. On the give, here's Hampton. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll go again with Hampton. That's going to be good for a Chargers first down. As he gets it up past the 30, they'll mark him at the 32.
Yards on the play. And the Chargers first down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Chargers first down.
That's complete. It is Trey Harris. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 39-yard line.
To throw is Herbert. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
3rd down. And 3 yards to go.
Hampton trying to work inside. And he is going to have the Chargers first down. I do believe he's going to get it by about a yard on 3rd and 3.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On play action. Now Herbert. Now he'll air one out. That is brought in. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On first down, Herbert. That one intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Watts. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it first and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. And he's going to be taken down back at the 2-yard line.
I'm not sure any play has a greater impact in altering a game than forcing a safety on defense. Not only do you get to 2 points, but you give the ball back to your offense to try to add more on.
And they'll only get a couple on this one, so the defense holds, and it brings up fourth down. The Falcons send their punting unit out, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. They'll run it for the first time with Najee Harris. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
At the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Herbert to throw.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 16
First and 10.
That's another Chargers first down.
They'll go with Hinsey. And a strong first down run. A pickup of 9. Setting up second and short. And he continues to have success running the ball here in the first half, as he's closing in on 100 yards already. Second and a yard.
Set.
On the handoff, it's Harris. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
That's another Chargers first down. First and goal, Los Angeles.
Set.
Throwing, Herbert. Backs to the running back, Omarion Hampton. And he's in. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Kicker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers are on top. It's 14-10.
Chargers 14. Falcons 10. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with first and 10. He's going to let this one go deep. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be second down.
And you can see really why this offense has leaned on the ground game. I mean, can't you, Mike? I mean, the passing attack really needs somebody to provide a spark because they have not been able to get anything going here before the pass.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Makes it third and 8.
Throwing is Penix. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Returnable from the 17. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
4 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Now, Herbert. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Defense. Automatic first down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Herbert. Pass is caught. DeAndre Lambert-Smith. And he's going to have a first down here as they are into field goal range at the 27.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
That's another Chargers first down. First and goal at the 7
Now Herbert.
line.
And he'll take it on in. Pat McConkey. Touchdown, L.A. Going after now from Dicker. It's up and through. And the Chargers are out to a 21-10 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Falcons offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Penix. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it'll be second down.
Let's make no mistake about it, Mike. I mean, this passing game, it just has not been very efficient here in the first half. I mean, they've produced more yards on the ground than through the air, and incompletions like that certainly aren't going to help.
First brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Off-balance throw, it's complete. And he puts his head down and he picks up the first down. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half.
And that first down was huge for this offense. Now they can take a deep breath. Focus on trying to put a late scoring drive together before we hit the halftime break.
Here we go, Shaq.
Again, it's Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind him, and that's the landmark of the screenplay.
And both teams ready to play on, so we'll do the same as we get set for quarter number 3. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go. The second half is underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Justin Herbert back out there. He and the Chargers getting set to go once more. The numbers have looked good this season. Case in point right here, right up there among the NFL leaders in touchdown passes. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. No play fake. Herbert. Going right. It's taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Run between the tackles for Hampton. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the 41. Here's 2nd down and 6. From the gun, it's Herbert. Right side and hauled in by McConkey. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Herbert. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 5. Here's Hampton. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 8.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
Shotgun snap, and they give it to Harris. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
Here's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. Whoa. And he will get into the end zone. Omarion Hampton. Touchdown Chargers. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The Falcons offense trotting back out for their 1st involvement of this 2nd half. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. They'll go play action now with Penix. Hits it away quickly, and it's caught. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and a couple.
At the 36-yard line.
And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. And he's got it. 1st down. A pickup of 4.
A 5-yard gain.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
2nd and inches.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches. At the Chargers.
And here's Bijan. And he'll work forward 4 yards, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a 1st down.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Falcons.
Here we go,
1st down.
They'll go again with Robinson. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming.
The pressure gets there.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
Nearly a good one. A hit at the 6, but continues in the end zone. It's a touchback. The Chargers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10.
Set. Go.
They'll start this on the ground, and it's Harris. Come up and down, just shy of the 40. That's a gain of 19, and a very quick first down. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10.
First down, Chargers.
A run. This is Hampton. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He's tackled at the 40.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Set. Set.
On play action now. Herbert. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
15 yards.
Another great throw, and that's been the story as you check out these numbers. I mean, he has done everything this team has asked of him and more.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Lion.
Herbert takes the read, decides to hang on. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 2.
Here's a 2nd and 12.
At the 47-yard line.
On play action, it's Herbert. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20.
Set.
On the handoff, it's Hampton. Good physical run, motoring forward for 9.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense. He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I classify that one as tough, but you've got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
This has been some kind of march downfield now, and they pay it off with 6. It's 1st and goal. They'll run with Harris. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try it again from the 2. 2nd and goal.
Set. Black 80. Set.
Harris. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal.
1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
Run.
Shotgun now for Herbert. And he's in. Oronde Gadsden. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Chargers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 1. Another run here for Robinson. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3.
From the gun, here is Penix. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
2nd down at the 41. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Blast. It's Penix. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down. Here's Penix. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And this is recovered by the Chargers.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step 1. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but there is a flag down. And we'll check in with our referee. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That's how he strayed a little too far. And it draws the flag.
Set. Delta. Set.
On the ground, Hampton. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 5.
At the 38-yard line.
Fake the handoff. Now Herbert in trouble, and down he goes. Jalen Walker in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's got a man! It's Harris! And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
A gain of 22 yards.
Cap.
On the Chargers.
Throw it to Herbert. He'll find his man, Lambert Smith. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. DeAndre Lambert Smith. Touchdown, L.A. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to...
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Now, deep ball for London. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. From the 1-yard line, 1st down and goal.
Set.
Herbert to throw. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
I don't hate the play call. The best opportunity to throw the ball down this close to the goal line is usually on 1st or 2nd down, Mike. The issue here is the quarterback has to know, if my first read is not open, this ball needs to be thrown.
And he's in! Justin Herbert, touchdown Chargers. So this one is over. It's in the win column for the Chargers.